10 things you must know about Panama's retiree visa before you apply. That's not just a title, it's a critical reality check for anyone considering making Panama their retirement home. Every year, thousands of retirees pack up their lives, trade in their routines, and head south in search of paradise. And for many, Panama sits high on that list. With its warm climate, affordable living, modern infrastructure, and famously friendly retiree visa program. But here's where things get interesting. What most people think they know about Panama's retiree visa often leaves out some of the most important details. The kind that can either unlock an amazing retirement or create unexpected roadblocks you never saw coming. You see, on the surface, the Pensionado visa sounds almost too good to be true. Lifetime residency? Incredible discounts? Low financial requirements? It feels like a dream. But the fine print, the real-life experience, is where reality can quickly separate fact from fantasy. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. Because whether you're planning to retire next year or just exploring your options, you deserve the full, unfiltered story. We're not here to sell you a fantasy or scare you off. We're here to equip you with facts, clear up misconceptions, and help you make an informed decision that supports your long-term happiness and financial security. Welcome to Restful Wealth, your trusted space for smart retirement choices. If you're serious about retiring abroad, this is one video you'll want to watch all the way through. Because missing even one of these 10 crucial facts could cost you time, money, and peace of mind down the road. Now, let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It helps the channel grow and brings this information to more people like you planning their next chapter. Number 1. Amazing discounts for retirees. Let's start with one of the most surprising and, frankly, most attractive aspects of Panama's retiree visa: the discounts. Because Panama doesn't just open its doors to retirees, it actually rewards you for choosing to retire there. Unlike many countries where being a retiree simply means you're on your own with your fixed income, Panama has gone a step further. They've written these benefits directly into law through what's called the Jubilado program, or senior citizen law. Once you're approved for the Pensionado visa, you automatically qualify for these discounts. No special hoops to jump through, no additional paperwork. It's part of your residency status. And these aren't minor savings either. They can make a significant difference in your everyday cost of living. Let me give you a sense of just how generous these discounts are. You'll get 50% off entertainment. That means movie theaters, concerts, sporting events, and cultural activities. Imagine going to the movies every week, knowing you're only paying half of what everyone else does. Over the course of a year, that adds up quickly, especially if you enjoy staying socially and culturally active. Then there's 25% off your utility bills, electricity, water, and even your home phone service. For most retirees living on a fixed income, utilities can quietly eat up a large portion of the budget, especially in warmer climates where air conditioning is a daily necessity. With these discounts, you'll see noticeable savings month after month, allowing your pension or social security check to stretch further. You also receive 25% off airline tickets purchased from Panamanian carriers for both domestic and international travel. This is perfect for retirees who plan to visit family back home or explore other destinations while based in Panama. Over the course of multiple trips, the savings can easily total hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Healthcare, which is a big concern for many retirees, also falls under this generous umbrella. You're entitled to 15% off hospital services and 20% off doctor visits and medications. When you combine that with Panama's already affordable healthcare system, your out-of-pocket medical expenses can be dramatically lower than what you'd pay in many Western countries, often without sacrificing quality of care. Even everyday errands become a little easier on the wallet. Retirees receive discounts on restaurants, hotel stays, and even professional services. Want to enjoy a nice meal out? Expect to pay 15 to 20% less than the standard price. Planning a staycation at one of Panama's beautiful coastal resorts? That discount applies there too. And here's something many don't realize. These discounts apply to both Panamanian citizens and foreign retirees alike. Once you're a legal resident under the Pensionado visa, you're treated equally under the law. No fine print, no exclusions. In essence, Panama's discount program is like having a permanent coupon book built into your residency. It's not just about saving a few dollars here and there. It's about creating real breathing room in your budget, allowing you to enjoy a higher standard of living while preserving your nest egg. For retirees used to watching every penny, these discounts aren't just nice perks, they're a financial safety net. They can mean the difference between simply getting by and truly enjoying your retirement years with comfort, dignity, and peace of mind. Number 2. Lifetime residency. One of the most comforting aspects of Panama's retiree visa, and a huge reason why so many retirees choose it, is the simple fact that it's for life. This isn't one of those temporary residency permits that expire every year or two, forcing you to constantly submit new paperwork, pay new fees, or worry about whether you'll still qualify next time. Once you're approved for the Pensionado visa, you have permanent residency in Panama, and it stays with you for as long as you want it. For retirees, that kind of long-term stability is priceless. After all, when you enter retirement, you're looking for peace of mind, not another set of administrative hurdles to jump through every few years. The last thing you want is to settle into your new home only to be constantly looking over your shoulder at visa deadlines or complicated renewals. Let's face it, many countries offer retirement visas, but they often come with built-in expiration dates, sometimes every year, sometimes every 2 or 5 years. And every time your renewal comes up, you're required to prove your financial status all over again, submit fresh medical records, gather updated documents, and pay another round of fees. For older retirees especially, that recurring paperwork can become physically, mentally, and even financially exhausting. In contrast, Panama's Pensionado visa eliminates all of that. Once you've been approved, the residency is indefinite. You don't have to worry about fluctuating income, changes in health, or evolving government policies down the road. You're simply allowed to stay, peacefully, permanently, and without the constant worry that your legal status could change unexpectedly. This lifetime residency also provides flexibility for the future. You're not locked into staying in Panama every single day of the year. You can travel, visit family abroad, or even split your time between Panama and your home country without worrying that your absence will jeopardize your residency status. That kind of freedom is a tremendous advantage, especially for retirees who want to maintain strong ties with loved ones back home while still enjoying the benefits of living abroad. Another layer of reassurance comes from knowing that this policy isn't some temporary government promotion that could vanish with a new administration. Panama's Pensionado visa program has been in place for decades. It's deeply embedded in the country's legal framework and is viewed as a cornerstone of their strategy to attract foreign retirees and stimulate the local economy. And think about it like this. When you finally reach retirement, you've likely spent decades dealing with paperwork, deadlines, and bureaucratic red tape in one form or another. Taxes, licenses, registrations, renewals. The beauty of Panama's lifetime residency is that it allows you to leave that chapter behind. You can truly focus on living your life, enjoying your surroundings, and making the most of your well-deserved golden years without the weight of ongoing immigration worries. In short, Panama's lifetime residency isn't just a legal status, it's a profound sense of security. And when you're planning your retirement, that kind of stability is one of the most valuable gifts you can give yourself. Number 3. Affordable and quality healthcare. For most retirees, healthcare isn't just an important factor. It's one of the most critical pieces of the retirement puzzle. As we age, our medical needs naturally increase, and the cost of healthcare can become one of the biggest financial stressors in retirement. That's why Panama's combination of high-quality care and surprisingly affordable prices makes it such an attractive destination for retirees from all over the world. Let's start with the quality. Many of Panama's doctors, specialists, and medical staff have received their training in the United States, Canada, or Europe. They're fluent in English, up to date on modern medical practices, and familiar with international standards of care. Major hospitals like Hospital Punta Pacifica in Panama City even have affiliations with world-renowned institutions such as Johns Hopkins Medicine. This means that in many cases, you're receiving care comparable to what you'd get in the US, but at a fraction of the cost. And speaking of cost, this is where Panama truly stands out. On average, medical procedures, doctor visits, and hospital stays in Panama can cost anywhere from 50% to 70% less than what you would pay in the United States. A routine doctor's visit might cost $20 to $40 out of pocket. A specialist appointment? Often under $60. Even major surgeries and hospitalizations are dramatically more affordable, often with prices that feel almost surreal to retirees used to U.S. healthcare bills. But Panama doesn't stop at affordability. They take it a step further with the Pensionado visa program. As a legal retiree resident, you're entitled to additional healthcare discounts, 20% off doctor consultations, 15% off hospital services, and 10% to 20% off prescription medications. These savings can add up quickly, particularly for retirees managing chronic conditions or requiring ongoing care. Even health insurance options are far more accessible. Many expats opt for private health insurance plans that offer broad coverage at monthly premiums that are often a fraction of U.S. rates, sometimes as low as $100 to $200 per month, depending on age and coverage level. For those who prefer to self-insure and pay out of pocket, the lower costs make that a very realistic option as well. And let's not forget the peace of mind factor. Knowing that you have access to competent, affordable care reduces the anxiety that often comes with aging. You're not forced to make heartbreaking financial choices between your health and your savings. Instead, you can focus on enjoying your retirement while trusting that if and when you need care, it's available, accessible, and affordable. Panama has also invested heavily in its medical infrastructure over the years. Many hospitals feature modern equipment, clean and well-maintained facilities, and minimal wait times, especially compared to the long delays many retirees experience back home. In simple terms, Panama's healthcare system delivers a rare combination: the comfort of first-world quality with third-world pricing. For retirees living on fixed incomes, that blend can be life-changing. When you consider the importance of both your health and your financial security in retirement, Panama's healthcare system offers not just reassurance, but real, tangible relief. Number 4. Tax-friendly system. When planning for retirement abroad, one of the biggest concerns retirees have, right after healthcare, is taxes. After all, you've worked hard your entire life, saved carefully, and now you want to make sure your retirement income actually goes toward your lifestyle, not into the hands of yet another tax authority. That's where Panama shines with one of its most attractive and reassuring features: its territorial tax system. In simple terms, Panama only taxes income that is generated within its own borders. If your money comes from outside of Panama, whether it's your U.S. Social Security, pension, 401k, IRA withdrawals, rental income from your home country, or investment dividends earned abroad, Panama doesn't touch it. That's right. Zero Panamanian income tax on your foreign retirement income. For many retirees, this is a game changer. In the United States, for example, certain states still tax your Social Security benefits. And if you live in a country that taxes global income, your nest egg can shrink faster than you anticipated. But in Panama, your foreign retirement income remains completely yours, untouched by local tax authorities. This allows your monthly income to go directly toward your living expenses, healthcare, leisure, and personal enjoyment. Exactly what retirement should be about. To give you some perspective, let's say you're receiving $2,500 a month from Social Security and a pension. In Panama, you get to keep that entire amount without worrying about local tax deductions. Over the course of a year, that's $30,000 of untaxed income, and over a decade, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars that remain in your pocket rather than being siphoned away. Even for retirees who have investments generating income abroad, Panama's tax policy remains kind. As long as that income isn't earned within Panama itself, it remains exempt from Panamanian taxation. For many retirees living on a mix of pensions, dividends, and savings withdrawals, this structure offers a significant layer of financial breathing room. And let's be clear, this doesn't mean Panama is some kind of tax haven where everything goes under the radar. The territorial tax system is fully legal, fully transparent, and has been a cornerstone of Panama's financial and immigration policies for years. It's one of the many reasons why the country has consistently ranked high on global retirement indexes. There's also no wealth tax or inheritance tax in Panama, which means you don't have to worry about your assets being chipped away simply because you've accumulated savings or property. This can offer real peace of mind for retirees hoping to leave a financial legacy for their loved ones. Now, while Panama's tax system is friendly, it's always wise to consult with a qualified tax professional familiar with both U.S. and Panamanian tax laws. This ensures you remain fully compliant with any obligations you might still have back home, while taking full advantage of Panama's favorable policies. In the end, Panama's tax-friendly approach isn't just about saving money. It's about creating financial stability. It allows retirees to live comfortably, enjoyably, and securely without the constant anxiety of watching their hard-earned savings dwindle due to high taxes. That's a level of freedom and peace of mind that can truly make your golden years shine. Number 5. No age requirement. One of the most refreshing and often surprising features of Panama's retiree visa program is that it doesn't actually require you to be retired. In fact, unlike many countries that put strict age limits on who qualifies for a retirement visa, Panama's Pensionado visa is based primarily on income, not age. In most parts of the world, retirement visas are only available once you hit a certain milestone, usually age 55, 60, or even 65. The logic is simple. These countries assume you're officially out of the workforce and living off your retirement income. But Panama takes a different approach. They recognize that not everyone follows the traditional retirement path. Maybe you've built up your savings early. Maybe you've sold a business. Maybe you've downsized your lifestyle intentionally to achieve early financial independence. Whatever your story, Panama welcomes you. Whether you're 45, 50, or 70, as long as you can demonstrate stable, guaranteed income. The key requirement is simple: a monthly lifetime income of at least $1,000 USD, or $1,250 if you include a dependent spouse. This income typically comes from a pension, Social Security, annuity, or any other reliable lifelong payment. And if you purchase real estate worth at least $100,000 in Panama, that income requirement can be reduced even further. This flexibility opens the door to a much wider range of people. For example, early retirees who have successfully adopted the FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early movement, can start enjoying Panama's benefits long before their peers in other countries are even eligible to apply. As long as your income stream qualifies, Panama doesn't ask how old you are or when you officially retired. It's an approach that reflects Panama's broader philosophy toward attracting foreign residents. The government understands that retirees, whether early or traditional, bring economic stability, steady spending, and long-term community investment to the country. By focusing on income rather than age, Panama taps into a larger pool of financially prepared individuals who are ready to contribute to the local economy while enjoying a high quality of life. For many people, this no-age barrier creates tremendous peace of mind. If you're ready to start your retirement adventure earlier than expected, you don't have to wait for the calendar to catch up. Panama gives you the freedom to enjoy the lifestyle you've worked so hard for. When you're ready, not when someone else tells you it's time. Of course, this isn't just about flexibility. It's about control. Life is unpredictable. Some people retire early by choice. Others are nudged into retirement sooner than planned due to health, corporate downsizing, or personal circumstances. Whatever the reason, knowing that Panama's Pensionado visa remains open to you, regardless of your age, offers real comfort. At the end of the day, Panama's Pensionado visa sends a powerful message. Retirement isn't about how old you are, it's about how prepared you are. And if you're ready, Panama is ready for you. Before we move on, let's pause for a moment. Because if you're feeling a mix of excitement and uncertainty right now, that's completely normal. Deciding to retire abroad is one of the biggest life transitions you'll ever make. There's a lot to think about. Legal paperwork, financial requirements, leaving behind what's familiar, and stepping into a whole new world. It's perfectly natural to feel cautious, even a little overwhelmed at times. But here's the good news. You're not alone. Thousands of retirees have made this move successfully, many with the same questions, worries, and hopes you might be feeling right now. And Panama, with its stable systems, friendly policies, and clear guidelines, has earned a reputation for making that transition as smooth and reassuring as possible. The information we're covering today isn't meant to add pressure. It's meant to empower you with clarity so you can make decisions with confidence, not fear. Remember, this is your retirement, your pace, your journey. You deserve to feel secure every step of the way. Now that we've cleared some of those natural concerns, let's move into another one of the most reassuring aspects of Panama's Pensionado visa, the surprisingly low income requirement. Number 6, guaranteed pension requirement. Now let's talk about one of the core pillars of Panama's Pensionado visa, the guaranteed pension requirement. This is really where Panama strikes a smart balance, providing access to its retiree program while ensuring that applicants have a steady, reliable income to support themselves. To qualify, you'll need to show proof of a lifetime pension of at least $1,000 per month, USD. This can come from a variety of sources: U.S. Social Security, a government pension, a military pension, a private company pension, or even a lifetime annuity. The key is that the income must be guaranteed for life. Panama wants to see that you'll have ongoing financial stability, not income that might run dry in a few years. This requirement is actually quite modest compared to many other retirement visa programs around the world. In fact, it's often within reach for many middle-income retirees. For reference, the average U.S. Social Security benefit in 2024 was around $1,900 per month, which means many retirees already meet or exceed Panama's minimum threshold without needing additional income. And Panama makes it even more accessible if you plan to purchase property. If you buy a home in Panama valued at $100,000 or more, the minimum guaranteed pension requirement drops to just $750 per month. This is especially attractive for retirees who want to plant roots and take advantage of Panama's relatively affordable real estate market. By making a modest investment in your future home, you lower the income bar even further. The reason for requiring a guaranteed pension is simple: stability. The Panamanian government wants to ensure that retirees who move to the country won't find themselves struggling financially down the road. For you, as a retiree, this policy also provides a level of reassurance. You're entering a system that's built on sustainability and mutual benefit. Unlike countries that require you to show huge bank balances or hefty investments, Panama focuses on predictable, consistent income. And that makes this program far more approachable for everyday people who have worked hard, saved diligently, and now want to enjoy their retirement in comfort. In short, Panama isn't just for the wealthy few. It's for people who've built a simple, stable income stream and are ready to enjoy a well-deserved, stress-free retirement. Number 7, fast processing time. One of the most refreshing aspects of Panama's Pensionado visa is how quickly the entire process moves. In a world where bureaucracy often seems designed to test your patience, Panama's approach to retiree residency feels like a breath of fresh air. While some countries can take a year, or even several years, to fully process retirement visa applications, Panama typically completes the Pensionado visa process in just a few months. For many retirees, the average time frame from application submission to full approval can range from 3 to 6 months, depending on how quickly you gather your documents and whether your paperwork is in good order. This means you're not left waiting and wondering for years on end. You don't have to sit in limbo while your dream of retiring abroad feels out of reach. Once your application is approved, you can start living your new life sooner. Exploring your new neighborhood, settling into your home, meeting fellow expats, and soaking in Panama's beautiful landscapes. Now, let's be clear. There is still a process involved, and you'll need to submit specific documents like your proof of pension, background checks, passport copies, and health certificates. But compared to many other countries, Panama's requirements are clear, well-documented, and not overly complicated. Especially when you work with an experienced Panamanian immigration attorney, which is highly recommended. Part of what makes Panama's system so efficient is that the Pensionado visa program has been around for decades. It's a well-oiled machine, with government offices accustomed to handling retiree applications smoothly and consistently. This isn't an experimental program. It's a tried-and-true system that's been welcoming retirees from around the world for years. For retirees who are eager to get on with their lives, this fast processing time offers peace of mind. You're not spending endless months double-checking forms, resubmitting documents, or waiting for slow-moving approvals. Instead, you can focus your energy on what really matters: planning your move, settling into your new community, and enjoying the new chapter you've worked so hard to create. In short, Panama values your time, and that respect shows in how quickly they welcome you to your new home. Number 8. Including your family. When you picture your retirement, chances are it's not just about the place, it's about who you'll be sharing it with. Whether it's your spouse, your children, or even your grandchildren visiting often, retirement is deeply personal, and for many, it's a family affair. The good news? Panama understands this better than most. One of the standout features of Panama's Pensionado visa program is its flexibility in including your family members in your residency application. This simple, family-friendly policy makes Panama an especially appealing option for couples and even some retirees with dependents. Here's how it works. When you apply for the Pensionado visa, your spouse and dependent children, under 18 or under 25 if they are full-time students, can be included directly under your application. Instead of forcing each person to go through separate, complicated processes, Panama allows your immediate family to accompany you under one streamlined application, keeping everyone together right from the start. For many retirees, this offers enormous peace of mind. You don't have to worry about navigating a maze of separate legal paperwork or wondering if your spouse will be able to stay with you long-term. From day one, Panama welcomes your family as part of the retirement package. It's also important to note that including a spouse doesn't dramatically change the financial requirements. The income requirement for the primary applicant is $1,000 per month, and when you include your spouse, it increases by just $250 per month, bringing it to $1,250 monthly. For many retirees receiving Social Security or a modest pension, this combined amount is very manageable. And for those purchasing real estate in Panama, the threshold can drop even further, making the dream of retiring abroad together even more attainable. This inclusivity allows couples to build a shared life without sacrificing financial security. But it's not just about paperwork, it's about quality of life. Panama offers an environment where couples and families can thrive together. Safe communities, good schools, for those with younger dependents, modern infrastructure, and a welcoming expat community help make the transition smoother for everyone involved. Whether you're enjoying lazy afternoons by the beach with your spouse or exploring Panama's vibrant culture together, retirement here can feel like a second honeymoon, but without the time limit. And for those who have adult children or grandchildren who plan to visit often, Panama's friendly visitor visa policies make family visits easy and stress-free, helping you stay connected even if your loved ones don't relocate permanently. At the end of the day, Panama's approach is refreshingly simple. Retirement isn't meant to divide families, it's meant to bring them closer together. And their Pensionado visa reflects that understanding beautifully. Number 9. Path to citizenship, optional. One of the often overlooked but important aspects of Panama's Pensionado visa is that it doesn't just stop at permanent residency. If you choose to, Panama actually offers a clear, optional path toward full citizenship, but only if it makes sense for you. After living in Panama as a legal permanent resident for 5 years, you become eligible to apply for Panamanian citizenship. For many retirees, this option can feel like having an open door gently waiting in the background. You're never forced to walk through it, but you know it's there if you ever want to make Panama your permanent home in every sense of the word. Let's be clear. This is entirely optional. Many retirees spend decades in Panama, fully content as permanent residents without ever applying for citizenship. The Pensionado visa already grants you most of the benefits that a citizen enjoys: long-term legal residency access to Panama's excellent healthcare system, generous retiree discounts, and the freedom to live comfortably in the country. However, for those who feel deeply rooted over time, perhaps you've purchased property, built strong local friendships, or simply fallen in love with the culture, citizenship feels like a natural next step. Becoming a citizen grants you additional rights, such as the ability to vote and apply for a Panamanian passport, which is ranked quite favorably for global travel. It's worth mentioning that the process to obtain citizenship does require meeting certain requirements. Besides the 5-year residency rule, you'll need to demonstrate ties to Panama, such as proof of integration into the local community, proficiency in basic Spanish, and knowledge of Panama's history and culture. But none of these are meant to be roadblocks. They're simply ways to ensure that those who seek citizenship are genuinely invested in their adopted home. Some retirees may wonder about the issue of dual citizenship. Panama generally allows dual citizenship, but your home country's rules will also apply. For example, while U.S. citizens can hold dual nationality, it's always wise to consult with legal and tax professionals familiar with both jurisdictions before pursuing this step. For many retirees, knowing that Panama provides this path to citizenship can offer a sense of long-term security and belonging. You may start your journey simply wanting a comfortable place to retire, but over the years, you may find that Panama becomes more than just your retirement destination. It becomes home. In the end, whether you remain a permanent resident or one day decide to pursue citizenship, Panama offers you the freedom to choose, on your terms, at your pace, and in a way that fits your personal vision for retirement. Number 10. Professional help is recommended. Now, after hearing how accessible and welcoming Panama's Pensionado visa is, you might be thinking, this actually sounds doable. And you're absolutely right. The process is clear, straightforward, and intentionally designed to encourage retirees. But here's a piece of advice that can make your journey even smoother. Hire a qualified local attorney to guide you through the process. While the paperwork isn't overwhelming, immigration law is filled with fine print, procedural steps, and specific document requirements that can easily trip up even the most organized retiree. From notarized translations to background checks, medical certificates, and government filings, every document must meet Panama's exact legal standards. A simple oversight, like missing an apostille or submitting an outdated certificate, could delay your application or lead to unnecessary stress. That's where an experienced Panamanian immigration attorney becomes invaluable. Think of them as your trusted guide who's already walked hundreds of people down this path. They know the system inside and out, have working relationships with the local immigration offices, and can anticipate potential issues before they arise. Instead of worrying whether you've missed a step, you'll have the peace of mind that comes from professional oversight. Even better, the legal fees for hiring a good attorney in Panama are surprisingly reasonable, especially compared to similar services in the US or Europe. On average, you can expect to pay between $1,500 and $3,000 USD for comprehensive legal support throughout the entire process. When you consider the magnitude of moving abroad and securing your legal residency, this is a small investment in exchange for clarity, speed, and peace of mind. Beyond just the visa process, a good attorney can also assist with related matters like real estate purchases, setting up local bank accounts, understanding your tax obligations, or even guiding you through future steps like permanent residency or citizenship. In short, while Panama's Pensionado visa is one of the most retiree-friendly programs in the world, having professional help removes the guesswork and allows you to focus on what matters most. Preparing for your exciting new chapter. So just to recap, as we have explored, Panama offers a unique combination of generous retiree discounts, lifetime residency, quality health care, a tax-friendly system, no age restrictions, manageable income requirements, fast processing times, options to include your family, and even a path to citizenship if you choose, all within a stable and welcoming environment. With professional guidance, this entire process becomes even more accessible and reassuring. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who's considering retiring abroad. And if you have questions, experiences, or thoughts about retiring in Panama, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Until next time, live simply, dream big, and don't forget the sunscreen.